Oh my god. What is up, guys? JaretCampisi. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the custom Tuono series. You know the drill. We're customizing this bike with some of the best parts in the industry from Manny at Moto Million, and then we're giving it away when we're done. If you guys would like to support, help make these videos possible, and be entered to win this bike when we're done, check out the Patreon page. It's always the first link in the description below. Today, we are heading back over to Santa Barbara Ducati to install a race sprint filter for this bad boy, along with a race ECU flash, and I cannot wait to see how it transforms this bike. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So if you missed the last episode, we installed a full titanium Campisi exhaust system, and let me tell you guys, it has completely transformed this freaking motorcycle. One of my biggest gripes with this bike was the fact that the power, it had mid-range, but it wasn't crazy mid-range, and you just had to kind of rev it out so high in order to really have any fun on it. Now that has been completely changed. Anywhere you twist the throttle, there's just instant power and torque, and then you still have that insanely high amount of power. So you just revs forever, but you're getting power no matter where you're at. Now I'm in second gear. As soon as I twist the throttle, I get that crazy power, and it makes the bike so much more fun. The exhaust sounds, oh my god, on the auto blips, it barks at you. On the hard upshifts, it freaking pops. I'm gonna see if I can give you guys just a small taste of how fast this is. This is in fourth gear right now, 6,000, and it's absolutely ballistic. And I'll tell you guys, when people talk about electronics are for pussies and all this stuff, you need electronics on this bike. It is almost literally unrideable without them. It's too much, man. Albeit it is very fun, but when it comes to going fast and doing it safely, you definitely want electronics on this beast. Oh my god. Let's hear what it sounds like underneath it. I freaking love this bike. All right, I've arrived at Ducati of Santa Barbara. Brian is still alive and does have eyeballs. So this is what we're installing today. We're gonna do a Sprint high flow filter, the P8. This is the highest flowing filter on the market, so I highly recommend these. And then we're gonna be doing the Open Flash Performance Tablet. So this gives you the ability to literally, you'll see, we're gonna take you through the whole entire process, put different flashes on the motorcycle, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, which is what we'll be using. And they even can get pushed updates as new updates for the flashes come out. So super, super cool. I'm really excited to use this. I've never done it before. You don't have to even use this at a dealership. It provides all the stuff you would need to do it at home, which is really nice. And again, we got all this stuff from Manny at Moto Million. If you guys want to get any of this stuff for your Tuono or your RSV4, you can use discount code Campisi to save yourself some money. Brian is hooking it up to a trickle charger right now, and then we're gonna plug this in and see what happens. So stay tuned. All right, so we clicked on tuning, and we're just gonna follow the steps on the screen here. I'll just show you guys what we're doing. Neither of us have actually ever used one of these. So now it told us to turn the bike on, and then once it's on, confirm that it's on. Now it's probably gonna take a look at everything right now and see what's up. You can even diagnose like engine codes and all that kind of stuff right now. So communicating with ECU, please wait. I'll let you guys know what happens. All right, so it looks like everything's working right now. It's literally reading the entire ECU right now in preparation to overwrite everything. And the good news is I called Manny to make sure we were doing all this correctly. And he mentioned that the traction control, wheelie control isn't turned off because of the exhaust. I must have held this button in and it turns it all off. So we were able to just press one of those buttons, turn it right back on. So that's all good. I didn't even realize you could turn this stuff off. That's pretty cool that they even allow you to do that. Although I wouldn't recommend it because I was literally just wheeling everywhere last week. So anywho, I'll check in with you guys once this is done, but it's gonna be a while. All right, so the read has finished. It told us to turn the bike back off. So that's what we did. Next thing we're gonna do is click right, because you can't read it anymore, and let's see what happens. All right, what's it say on there?
Checking tuning file.
So which one do we want?
Race.
Race, baby. Race ECU flash. If it lets us, it won't let us.
There we go.
Perfect. Let's see what happens. All right, now it's gonna communicating with the ECU. They're having a conversation. turn the key on. All right, so I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it says erasing flash memory. So that's why you want to make sure that you have this plugged into a triple charger, because if that turns off, if the bike turns off while this is going on, not good. You literally won't have your bike won't work. So we're gonna let it do its thing here, and I'll check in with you guys when it finishes. All right, so we just let it do its thing. It's telling us to turn the key off now, and then press OK, right?
Key off and confirm.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it works and we have an ECU. A racing ECU. Because that's what I do, guys. I race everyone. Okay, so it looks like everything worked. It's telling us right now to go to the diagnostics menu and do some weird stuff. Hopefully Brian knows what that means, because I do not. All right, so the ECU, the Aprilia Race ECU officially took, which I'll show you guys in a second. The last thing we need to do is reset parameters of the throttles.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
So that's what we're doing right now, and then I'll show you guys what it says on the dash, because it's pretty freaking epic. All right, so we should be officially done with this tablet. I'm very impressed with this thing. It's pretty cool, huh, Brian?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so let's turn on the bike, and now we should have an Aprilia Racing emblem on the on the dash here, and there it is, guys. That A Racing right there on the bottom in the middle. Hopefully you guys can see it right there. That means it's officially flashed by the Aprilia Race ECU. Freaking awesome. Next thing we're gonna do is throw in the high flow sprint filter, and then I'm gonna take this bitch for a spin. So Manny was telling me the other cool thing about these flash tablets is I will send this along with a new owner. Anytime Aprilia comes out with an updated ECU flash, you can actually plug these into your computer, download that flash, and put it onto your bike if they come up with a better fueling or whatever it happens to be. So that's really, really cool, and I'll send that along with the new owner. Next, we are gonna start this up and see how it sounds, make sure it works. Here we go. I love this bike. It sounds so good. Engine code is gone. Those other two flashing codes are completely normal. And I am a happy man. Let's give it a couple revs. Wow. I like it. Check it out, guys. Brian's putting a 1198 on the dyno right now. It's got a full Turby system. Let's see how it sounds. Oh my god. This is gonna be nuts. Alright, so to do the air filter, he's got to do some unplugging back here. We're going to pull the tank up and slide the filter right on in, just like we like to do. Alright, what happened, Bri?
The riv nut is spinning inside the subframe. So it's not an actual nut, it's one that's pressed into the subframe there. So it's just threaded directly in. And we went to go loosen up to take the tank out, and you can look under, you won't be able to see it on the camera, but you can look under and it's just spinning completely.
So it's not loosening.
It's just loosened up.
Yeah.
So the bolt's tight in there, so we gotta try and get a hold of it and then get it loose.
Wow, wish us luck. Alright, so he just put some pliers in there and squeezed the shit out of it, and it looks like he got it. So that was not as bad as I thought it would be. Good job, Brian.
Thank you.
Alright, tank is off and removed, and now we got to take apart the airbox. So there's the ECU that we just flashed. We're gonna take that out, unplug it, take all these bolts out, and open up the airbox, and then we should get to the filter. ECU removed. Stage 2. ECU case. Alright, so open her on up, and there we go. That's the filter we're gonna be replacing, which looks like a damn stock piece of crap filter. These are the injector bodies? Or what? Or no, what are
throttle bodies?
Throttle bodies.
The intakes.
That is wild. Okay, cool. Alright, so there's the stock filter. The stock filter looks normal, but I'm used to seeing them completely encased. This one looks like a cake or something. And then, yeah, see, like I'm used to having them like this. So you can see the difference in airflow. You can't even see through that one. This one, you can see through freaking cool. And these, you don't have to lube or oil or anything, right?
Nope.
You just blow them
Drop
out whenever you want it.
Yep.
Yeah. So freaking crazy. Way more flow on this. That's what we want too, especially since we put that full titanium exhaust system. If you're getting more air out, you want to get more air in. That's what this one's going to do. All right, so now we're just going to repeat the process. Tighten this guy back up, button her up, so to speak. You know what I mean? For the lamers. And throw this thing out. Actually, you can keep that, Bri, if you want it.
Oh, thanks.
Maybe for coffee or something.
Paperweight.
And then we can throw the gas tank back on and start her up. All right, putting the tank back on, same way it came off. And we're one step closer. So remember how that nut was spinning, guys? This is it right here. So it's supposed to stay in place whenever you move it, but he was just showing me whenever you try to tighten it, the whole thing spins. He was doing it with his hand there earlier. Yeah.
No, I can't see.
Now it's not working, but anyway, that's what the problem was. That's why you couldn't loosen it, because you can't loosen it, the whole thing's spinning. So now we got to figure out how to either tighten it back down so it doesn't spin anymore, or replace it with a new one. All right, so the first thing he's going to do is attempt to retighten this thing down. If you guys have ever seen rivets, rivet, that's basically how they work, very similar. So he's going to see if he can retighten this thing down so that it doesn't spin anymore. And then if that doesn't work, he can attempt to replace it. But hopefully this works. I feel like this might. We'll see what happens. All right, so it looks like we are good. It's not spinning anymore. So we'll put the tank on and see how it goes. All right, tank going back on for round 2. Plug in the fuel lines and then we'll tighten it down. All right, so the install is officially done. We got the Race Aprilia ECU flash installed. We have the Sprint high flow filter, and now I'm gonna take it for a ride, I should say. Too much car talk with teens. And I can't wait to see how it feels. Thank you, Brian, for your hard work. He crushed it as always. Let's go hop on this beast. All right, so first time riding the Tuono V4 1100 factory with the full crop of its exhaust, the Sprint high flow filter, and the racing ECU flash from Aprilia. So first impressions, guys, the bike feels absolutely phenomenal. From just the startup on the exhaust, it makes like a couple popping sounds when it starts up. The fueling is so much less jumpy on and off the throttle. Now I can ride it in sport mode, which is the mode I like for the street, because it gives you all that low down punch, but it's not so on and off the throttle. You don't feel like you're gonna fly off the bike whenever you give it throttle. Listen to these downshifts. Let me see if you guys can hear this. Oh my God, and it pops on every downshift too. It barks at you. It is so good, guys. I really, really like this bike. I can't even imagine how good it's gonna be when we're done with it. All right, we got some twisties here. Some really nice little twisties. Good God, this thing just wants to frickin' go, man. It is ridiculous. Oh my God, guys. It's so frickin' good. Wow. It is so capable. Oh God, those downshifts. Oh my God. Yeah. This thing is, it even feels like the auto blips and the quick shifts are better too. Man, I'll tell you what. That never gets old, dude. Auto blips barking at you and upshifts popping. Oh my God. Dude, this bike is really good, man. It's so good. I'm impressed. Good God. So if you have a Tuono, any of the 1100s, from 16 and up, you have to get the full Acro system, do the Sprint filter, and get that freaking Race Aprilia flash, because it completely transforms the bike. It got rid of the low-end jitteriness of the bike. It makes it so much smoother, and the power is just face-melting. It pops every time you rev it. Oh God, this can get you into a lot of trouble, boys. Oh my God. This is one of the best bikes I've ever ridden. It is really that good, guys. And after I clean up the looks of this thing, and it's all in black gloss with all the carbon wheels and the carbon accents, oh my God, it's gonna be actually, it could top our best build, because it's just that good, guys. It really is just that good. So Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my ride home here through Hope Ranch. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys wanna help support these projects and be entered to win beautiful custom dream bikes, check out the Patreon page. It's always the first link in the description below. If you enjoy these videos, make sure you give them a thumbs up, subscribe so you never miss one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.